Today on Divorce Court.
We're here today because my husband has poor money management skills. He thinks that he can control me.
I want to quit my job and become an actor because I'll make more money and I'll be able to do the things I want financially for my family.
We have 4 kids to take care of. Right now is not the right time to pursue an acting career.
Samara, I want you to understand that I love you and everything I do is for the betterment of our family.
I hope the judge can make my husband realize that he needs to become better with his finances and that just because it's his way doesn't mean it's the right way.
I want the judge to tell Samara that her way is not the only right way.
Marquis, I want you to get better with your finances. If things don't change soon, I'm leaving.
Divorce Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Samara Jackson-Presley and Marquis Jackson-Presley. The two of you have been together for 5 years, married for 3 years, and you have 2 children together, correct? You are in trouble, so you've come to me to help you save your marriage, and I'm going to start with you, Mr. Jackson-Presley. Give me an idea of how your house is structured, what's going on, and why it's a problem.
How my house is structured is I am the sole provider, sole breadwinner. My wife is a stay-at-home mother. I have 4 daughters who live under my roof. I support all of them. My wife has an issue with being a stay-at-home mom and not being able to work.
Did you two discuss everybody's roles before you got married? Did everybody, like, decide on who was going to do what, or were assumptions made by both parties?
It was assumptions.
It was assumptions.
Yeah.
What do you think of the structure as he's indicated?
Well, when we got married, we both were working. So, you know, I knew that he always wanted to be, you know, the sole breadwinner and the man of the house. But Marquis thinks that being the man of the house means that, like, he has complete control over what I can and can't do and my decisions. And, like...
Give me an example.
For example, I was working and I was going to school, and he wanted me to stop when I had my daughter. And I stopped working. I took off of school for 2 years, and I wanted to go back to finish. So being that he asked me to stop working and I was home, I took it as an opportunity to go back to school. So I had one of my girlfriends babysitting my daughter because he worked overnight, so he would sleep during the day. So I had her watching my daughter while I went to school.
And she would scream all day.
Well, she's a baby, and she was 6 months, I think, when I went back to school, so she was having separation anxiety. And one day I was on my way to school, and my girlfriend who's babysitting, she calls me, and she's asking me to turn around and come back, and she was like, you know, I'll give you back your money and everything, just she won't stop crying. But my girlfriend has 3 kids of her own, so I'm on the phone, and so I asked her, I was like, are you saying this, or is he putting you up to this? And she just kind of bypassed the question. She didn't answer, so I figured that he was there egging her on to give me the call.
Okay, I got you. Well, we'll never know that for sure, but my question to you is, do you have a problem? I understand that you want to be the provider for the house, and God love you for it.
Thank you.
But do you have a problem with her wanting to participate financially by going to school and having her own job?
I have a problem doing it when she wants to step in and take over my job.
I don't.
What do you mean by, how is she trying to take over your job?
I feel like paying the bills and being the sole provider is my job, and I should do that 100%.
Right.
I don't feel that that's for her to interfere, you know, and as far as...
Do you believe the fact that she has a job, if she has a job, is that interfering with your job? Is that what you're saying?
Well, she wants to help with the bills. That's why she wants to work. Because she wants to do, you know, she wants to be involved with the bills financially, and I don't want her involved. I want
Why don't you want her involved with the bill?
Because that's my job. That's how I was raised. That is a man's job. You know, and I feel like she doesn't respect me as man of the house, and she wants to usurp my position as man of the house.
Really?
Yes.
Give me some examples of things that she does that make you feel that she's trying to become the man of the house.
Number one is they don't respect my things. She doesn't respect my things. She doesn't teach my daughters to respect my things.
Give me an example.
I like to eat snacks. I like snacks. And I know it sounds funny, but this is a serious issue for me. I was ready to divorce her at one point for this. I like to keep a bag of snacks. Cheetos, Nutter Butter cookies, Nutter bars, and I keep them all in a separate corner in my house. I keep all of my stuff in a separate corner. I come home, and I've been thinking about eating my stuff all day at work. I'm like, I'm gonna get home.
Cheetos on your mind.
Yeah. I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna eat my stuff. I got a half a bag of Cheetos left in the pantry, and I get home and it's freaking gone, you know? And I ask her, you know, what happened to my stuff? I only had a little bit. Ask the girls. Why do I need to ask the girl? You've been here with them.
You find that a threat to your manhood?
No, it's not a threat to my manhood. It's the fact that, it's the principle. Listen, I have a huge house, nice house. Everything I buy in my house is for my wife and my daughters. The only thing I ask is that they respect my few things. I don't buy anything for myself. Everything in my house.
Do what you want, but leave me to Cheeto.
That's it. That's it.
I gotcha. You say, Mrs. Jackson-Presley, that when he does have money, he spends extravagantly, and he does so on you and the kids.
Right.
But you think it's too much money. Tell me why you believe that.
For example, earlier this year, around Valentine's Day, my good friend, she came over and she came to me and she's like, you know, I know Valentine's Day is coming up, so I just want to let you know that you can't put a price tag on love, and, you know, money is no object, but when Valentine's Day comes, just, you know, act surprised. So I'm trying to fish for information now. I'm like, what did he buy now? What did he tell me? And she wouldn't tell me. So Valentine's Day rolls around, and he bought me roses. So, you know, you would think roses is a nice gift. No, the roses he bought me were $500, and that's just the beginning. He spent about anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 this past Valentine's Day. Yeah, we went out to dinner, and our bill had to be like almost $400 for one night's dinner.
What I need to do now is find out just how deep Mr. Jackson-Presley is rolling, so we can figure out how he can spend $500 on some flowers.
The bracelet was $1,000. That's my TV that I bought for myself. I spent $700 on it.
So how much do you make a month?
The job I work, I was making anywhere between $6,000 to $9,000 a month.
And that's how much you currently make?
Right now, I'm not making anything.
So, Mr. Jackson-Presley, you are extravagant with your family, would you say that?
I'm very extravagant when it comes to spending.
Okay. Give me an idea of how much you spend and on what.
Well, as far as the Valentine's Day thing she's talking about, I was trading Bitcoin, and I made $20,000 like in one day off Bitcoin. And it just so happened to be Valentine's Day. And to me, it was all extra money. And so I took her out to a nice restaurant in New York City, and she...
Yeah. Give me some idea of other things. We know about Valentine's Day. What other kind of things do you buy, and how much do they cost? Turn around now. Explain to me what I'm looking at here. Turn around.
Oh, this was a bear I bought her on Valentine's.
For $180?
Yeah. And the bear is like as big as her.
Okay, what else do we have?
That's a truck that she wanted. She wanted a third row, Your Honor, because we have 2 car seats now.
I got you.
A minivan would have sufficed. He didn't want a minivan.
What else we got? Nice rings.
That's her wedding ring.
Uh-huh.
On the right. And the one on the left, I bought it just because. I took her to the store. She wanted it.
What is this?
She didn't. I asked her if
What
she
is
wanted
this?
it.
I don't want a whole long explanation.
This is a Movado watch.
How much does that cost? I can't see that far.
$1,000.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And the bracelet was $1,000. That's my TV that I bought for myself.
All right.
Curved TV. I spent $700 on it.
So how much do you make a month?
Anywhere between, the job I work, I was making anywhere between $6,000 to $9,000 a month.
$6,000 to $9,000 a month?
Yes.
And that's how much you currently make?
Right now, I'm not making anything, Your Honor.
Well, when you were making $6,000 to $9,000 a month, how much of that did you put away for those 4 little girls that you're going to put through college one day? Head of the house?
Nothing. I didn't put anything away. I don't save
Do
money.
you think that's a good head of the house decision, is to spend money on things and items and not invest into the minds and the futures of the children that you have?
No, because I pay all my bills. All my bills are paid. They're paid on time. My extra money
So
goes
when
towards...
Harvard comes a-knocking and says it's going to be $70,000 this year, what you going to do?
When who comes to knocking?
Harvard, the college?
Oh.
The university?
I mean, Your Honor, listen. I have given Samara opportunity after opportunity to take my money and save it and put it aside. She will not.
Well, you're the head of the house. You want to be in charge of the money. So why, when something goes wrong, is it her fault?
I want to be in charge of making the money. She manages the money. My money gets directly deposited into her bank account.
No, it doesn't. It goes to the watch people. It goes to the diamond people. It goes to the flower people. It goes to the teddy bear people. It goes to the car people. That's where your money goes.
In my bills. I make sure my house is taken care of.
I understand that. What am I asking you about?
You're asking me, am I responsible with my extra money? Which I am not. I admit that. I'm not good with extra money. It's, as long as my bills are paid, anything extra, it's gonna be spent.
And you understand that's irresponsible, right?
Is it, though?
It is.
Can I explain something to you, Judge?
Quickly.
I spend my money on my wife because I want her to understand how much I love her. When I buy her things, I want her to have the best.
Okay, and let me tell you why you're confused. Didn't you quit your job? That's a yes or a no.
I did not quit my job. I went on a medical leave because she just had my 4th daughter.
And how are the bills getting paid now? How would you feel if your spouse bought you costly gifts but had no savings? Tell us what you think at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. You're confused for a couple of reasons. Number one, you keep starting your sentences with I. You want her to know how much you love her. That makes you feel good. That's not making her feel good because she don't want it. She wants to have more money in the bank. That's number one. And two, didn't you quit your job? That's a yes or a no.
I did not quit my job. I went on a medical leave because she just had my 4th daughter.
And how are the bills getting paid now?
They're not. The bills are piling up.
Yeah, imagine this. I know this is deep, it's a stretch, but had you saved that money from the watch and the teddy bear and the flowers and the dinner and the car, you wouldn't be in debt because you would have had money to back you up because you went on leave.
I understand that, Judge, but I'm not a money saver. I make money. That's it. And making more money makes more sense to me than saving money. That's it. So I'm trying to figure out how to make more. I'm not...
Okay. You can always spend yourself into the poorhouse.
Some people are savers, some people aren't.
Why did you
Judge.
quit your job if you didn't have another job and you're the sole provider for the house?
I didn't quit my job. I'm on a medical leave. I've got about 3 weeks left. I still have the option to go back if I want to, but I told Samara that I don't plan on going back.
What do you plan on doing?
I plan on taking up a career in acting or modeling, something I've loved doing since I was little. I'm tired of working for money. The job that I work, I have pictures of the type of work that I do. I work 70 to 80 hours a week. I'm tearing my body down physically, and I've had to take pain medications
Your Honor,
just so I can go to work.
But he wouldn't have to work so many hours if he let me work, and then we can help each other with the bills.
I understand you. He doesn't understand me.
I understand what you're saying, Judge. I'm telling you, I've been trying to save for years, and it's just something I'm not good at.
But I'm good at it.
Then you surrender.
To what, being a stay-at-home dad?
No, you surrender your money to her.
He does.
All of it. And she'll hand you back what you can spend.
Your Honor, I pay my bills, I buy her gifts, and any extra money, I say, do you want any money? Even if you want to just take it to put it aside, do you want any? If you don't, I'm going to spend it.
Does
she says
he do
no
that? Does
every
he do
time.
that?
She says no every time.
He asks me, like, if we're in the store, do I need anything and things like that. And I always say no because I want to save as much money as I can because I know, like, there's
If she really cared about saving, she would have taken money out of the account, put it in a separate account, She's got 2 accounts. Put it in a separate account and save.
He's gonna know if I take the money out of the account. He knows how much he gets paid. He's gonna know if I take the money out of the account, and when he spends what he has left, then here he comes.
Okay.
If saving money was that important to you, you would have taken it. I offered it.
Well, I just explained that you would have.
Miss, you robbed a bank once, didn't you? I don't think you make good decisions.
I did rob a bank,
yeah.
but it was I wanted to get some money for my family. It was 10 years ago, but I wanted to make some money for my family. I've always been irresponsible with money.
And didn't you ride away on a red bicycle? That made my whole afternoon. I just want you to know that. Reading that you robbed a bank and went away on a red bicycle just made my day.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to provide for my family.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, I got you.
Now I know better.
I got you. What would you do if your spouse wouldn't support your educational and professional goal? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. Mrs. Jackson-Presley, I understand your family wants you to leave him.
Not exactly. My mom,
She can't stand him, because I read the letter that she wrote.
I told her that I was thinking about leaving, and she's not opposed to it.
She don't like me because I'm a real man, Your Honor, and she can't control me.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is where we are, and let me tell you.
Not her, her mother.
I understand.
Oh, okay.
I speak English very well. I'm not going to talk to him anymore because it's worthless. And I know when I'm banging my head against the wall, I don't need any more injuries. I'm going to say what I'm going to say to you. He's all caught up with the idea of manhood and making money, and he doesn't understand what it is to be a man. To be a man is to be able to control your impulses well enough to take care of the family that you made. So whether or not you make a whole lot of money, no money, a lot of, it doesn't matter. He wants to say things, he wants to do things, he wants to bring in the money because that makes him feel better. If you stay with this cat, what you need to do is say, this is what we need. We need this amount of money, and I'm going to save it. You need to work. I don't care what he thinks about you working, because you need to have some stability for your family, because this guy has impulse control problems. This guy is off now on a thing where he wants to be an actor. These things don't happen overnight. So you have to be the woman in the relationship to handle and control. You see what I'm saying? And if he doesn't allow you to do enough to handle and control your family in a manner that allows you and your family and your girls to be safe and secure, and actually, deeper still, have some foundational wealth for your children. So you have to be the woman. You cannot let him lead this thing, because he does not have impulse control. And if you can't get it to where you have it, you listen to your mama.
Don't listen to her.
You listen to your mother. But do you understand what I'm telling you? You can't be soft anymore. You're a mother. That means you're strong. You got to handle your business, because he
I'm a father
can't.
to all 4 of my
Do you
daughters.
understand what I said to you?
Father.
Yes.
Be the kind of daddy mine was. He
I'm
paid
not your
for
father.
he paid for
I'm not
all
your
my
father.
college.
Okay.
I said, be the kind of. Be the type of man who can give their daughters education and future, not rings and bling.
Money ain't
This
gonna
matter
get
is
that.
adjourned.
You're gonna give him a chance to kind of step up now and get back to work.
If he's willing to get back to work, then I'm willing to work with him. But if he's not, then I have to do what's best for my daughters.
What I need is a better occupation. I need to make more money, not save more. Saving $100 a week ain't gonna put 4 kids through college.